Good morning, good morning. Happy Sunday morning to you, brother truckers and sister truckers out there. I am in York Haven or something like that, Virginia. No, I'm sorry, PA. I got to pick up a load about 13 miles from here going to Disputanta, that city I told you about, Disputanta, Virginia. But I'm just going to give a little preamble type deal before I do my morning walk. Just to give you some more insight on me and, this trucking thing. Now, I was sitting here thinking about the differences in types of careers you can embark on as a truck driver, being a company driver or owner-operator, or just an independent contractor. I've done them all. I've been a company driver. I've leased trucks as a lease purchase driver, calling myself an owner-operator. I've been an independent contractor, being that I was 1099. I didn't get a W-2. I didn't get taxes withheld. I didn't get vacation pay. I just got paid straight pay as ML Whiteside Logistics, not as Mathis Whiteside, not as myself. So I've done all of that. And I've heard guys or gals ask, so what's better? Is it better to be a company driver? Is it better to be an owner-operator? It's whatever fits into the scope and scheme of what your lifestyle is and where you're good and happy at. I mean, I know people that started working in the fast food industry when we was kids, and now they're like, regional managers of places. The same thing with the retail game. Started off as a salesperson, now they're district manager or managing mass stores. What level do you want to be at? Where's your drive? Where's your grind? Just a little backstory. I remember when I started this page, I told myself I would always be transparent. I didn't get into this trucking game until I was 36 years old. At 36, there was guys in this game 10 and 15 years already. I call it a game because, that's how I see a lot of stuff. I've had multitude of careers in my lifetime, I was a United States Marine. I was into retail sales. I was looking to grow in the retail chain before, I went to school for graphic art and design, photography. I was going to be a big artist. That was one of my other big career dreams, warehouse management, I've done that. Worked in the warehouse, picking and packing, pulling orders. I've had different career changes, but when I stepped into the captain's chair and got behind the wheel of that truck at 36 years old, after taking that Greyhound bus ride for 5.5 days from Manhattan all the way to freaking Salt Lake City, Utah, out in the cold and snow and grinding out in these mountains, I'm like, I'm gonna make the best of this thing. My story and my grind is totally different from yours. It's totally different from other people. I know cats that came out of trucking school, rocked for 6 months, copped the truck, got their own authority, and they're still out there doing it. That worked for them. My grind was a little bit different, I'd already been through some stuff, you know what I'm saying? So my grind was a little bit different. But either way, back to this being an owner-operator or a company driver. I hear a lot of cats out here dogging and crapping on a company driver. Oh, you just a company driver. You just, whatever. That fits that man or woman's lifestyle. That works for them, What will work for one won't work for another. Me, why do I think that it's better for me to be an owner-operator even when I was lease purchased? I like to call some of the shots, if not all of them. I don't want someone telling me that I have to drive for 3 weeks just to be home for 3 days, or I have to drive 3,000 miles to get a decent check, because it doesn't. Once you learn this game, you understand that that's not true. And people, why you always talk about money? I had my ex-wife tell me, you always about money. Yeah, it's about money. It's what keeps this world going around. If it wasn't about money, I would still be at Wendy's in Elmsford, New York, flipping freaking burgers. Because it's not about money. It's just about getting up and breathing. No, I want stuff. You know what I mean? So yeah, for example, I've only driven so far loaded miles 1,500, but I've grossed $4,500. Now, when I was a company driver, yeah, I had to grind out 5,000, 6,000 miles and wouldn't even get nowhere near that. So yeah, it's whatever your whatever your scope and scheme of things are, wherever fits for you. I got a buddy of mine, he's in the flatbedding, he's grinding out 2,500, 3,000 miles a week as a company driver, and he's like, yo, I'm bringing home $2,500. That works for you. I'm not grinding out all those miles, especially at 50. You know what I'm saying? Let me do my 8 or 9 hours in a day and let me get back to the crib and chill, But yeah, in this trucking game, in this trucking thing, it's whatever works and whatever fits your bill, whatever your lifestyle is, I mean, I want everyone to be successful in all that they do. Yes, I recommend you be a company driver for a little while before you step out here and jump off the porch and try to become an owner-operator. Or even lease purchase. I mean, that's a whole nother story, the lease purchase game. We'll get into that. But yeah, you can make good money as a company driver. You can get that cushion, that protection, and that knowledge. But if you're looking to really thrive and go further into the trucking industry and enjoy your life at home and be a trucker, enjoy what you're doing, because I do enjoy driving trucks, you would have to put some time in, and also, you have to put in some of that work. You gotta get to that level. You gotta have some knowledge of this game. And like I said, I got this page to get knowledge and to give. You know what I'm saying? I'm not out here just preaching like I know it all, because I was told 14 years ago that I don't care how long you drive this truck, you're always gonna learn something every day. You're not gonna know it all. And that was coming from a cat that's been out here 30 years. He's like, I don't know it all. I'm still learning. So I'm with you on that, OG. I'm still learning too. But yeah, man, check out the different levels of this game called trucking and see where you can get in. It took me, I drove for CR England when I first started. It was a short stint, maybe not even a full year. Then I stopped and I got back in it with Swift. I stayed with Swift as a company driver for maybe a year and some change before I realized that I don't want to be a company driver. So I started lease purchasing trucks from different. I left Swift, went to other companies as a lease purchase driver, and immediately it changed. I went from making $750 a week to making $4,000 a week, just like that. Because I decided to make the change to go to the next level in this trucking industry. Look into different levels of trucking. Look into other companies. Not saying being a trucker whore and jump from company to company. Put your time in with them. I've stayed at companies longer than I should have. I had my homeboy say, dude, you should have been left that company. But I was I'm more compassionate. I didn't want to bounce on it because I've been there for a while. But yeah, know your worth in this game, man, for real. I'm going to leave this alone. That's a short rant for y'all. I'm not even going to get no more content for the day. I'm going to get out here and get my miles in. Yo, y'all be blessed. Do the right thing. It's TruckLife914. And I'm gone. 4 miles today. Doing pretty good. Hey, listen. Let y'all know, man. Short miles do pay. You don't have to get out here all the time and drive out your mind, body, and soul to make some decent money. Once again, it's all about what your lifestyle is and where you want to be in this trucking game. But if you're out here, check these load boards. Some of these loads posted, you can bid a little bit higher on them and get you some decent money on some short miles. All right, so just know what you're worth, know what you're about out here, know what you can get. Don't always settle. Don't always think that these dispatchers you're working with are giving you the best numbers. Sometimes you got to get a load board and get out there and bid on some of these loads yourself. Be safe, be blessed. TruckLife914.